Welcome back to Radio Entrepreneurs. I'm Jonathan Friedman, and we're at the offices of NowSpeed with David Reski today. David, how are you?
I'm doing great.
Thanks so much for hosting Radio Entrepreneurs. It's great to be out here.
It's great to have you here. Thanks, John.
My pleasure. And our next guest up on Radio Entrepreneurs is Ignacio Castro. Ignacio is the founder of Startup Costa Rica. Welcome.
Thank you, Jonathan. Thank you, David, for having me.
It's our pleasure. Why don't you tell us a little bit about your organization? You've got a lot going on.
Sure. So, Startup Costa Rica is a small nonprofit. We started 3-4 years ago. We've been, as the name speaks for it, we are supporting entrepreneurs in Costa Rica through different initiatives. One of the most important one that we have is an accelerator program that is called Founder Institute. And we started that in 2014, yes. And we've been running a couple of classes of the accelerator program down there. And the idea is to bring different and innovative programs to the startups in Costa Rica based on the experience that we have here in Boston with all the things that are going on here. So kind of taking a little bit of what with the best practices, the things that we do here in Boston, to a place like Costa Rica where we don't have as much activity, as many things going on down there.
Well, one of the things that must be interesting about Costa Rica, I'm imagining there's a lot of mom and pop businesses. It's very much a tourist-based economy, and also agriculture, as far as exports are concerned. Yeah. Are those the types of businesses that you tend to work with? Smaller, or innovative businesses? What's the mix?
So it's very interesting. Part of what the goal of Startup Costa Rica is, Costa Rica has been very successful at attracting investment, foreign direct investment, as we call it. So we have a huge number of U.S. corporations, Fortune 100, and kind of this type of corporations going to Costa Rica and open their operations there. We have manufacturing, we have medical devices, we have call centers, and it's getting, these operations are getting more and more kind of up the ladder, and so there's more advanced skill base that we need, and so it's a very attractive location for this type of operation. So we have shared services and all of these kind of things. So tourism is another industry that is very popular. So part of the mission of Startup Costa Rica is try to mix that foreign investment that we have with a startup and entrepreneurial initiatives that can help the economy. One of the biggest risks, the foreign direct investment is seen as a blessing and a curse, because it brings a lot of jobs, it brings a lot of investment, it brings a lot of activity to the economy, but at the same time put a lot of pressure to the economy and to the small and pops that you mentioned before, because salaries are increase. There's a lot of demand for the resources, for the talent. So the small pop and shops that we have there start suffering, and then it's hard to compete in that environment. So the idea is to create this more startup based businesses that can thrive in this kind of economy. So interestingly enough, we don't have kind of those small and pops businesses. We are trying to target more innovative, more kind of high-end startups and entrepreneurs. So we have had everything since software as a service applications, mobile applications. We have drone companies working on drone with agriculture. So there's a variety of companies that we have had through the program.
Sounds like an amazing mission. What kind of services do you provide for them? How do you help these entrepreneurs?
So the Founder Institute is, talking about one of the biggest initiatives that we have as part of Startup Costa Rica is an acceleration program. So we offer this once a year, and it's a 14-week program in which they come to the program once a week. They receive mentorship and advice from mentors from the local ecosystem, And we also take them through a kind of a curriculum that we have as part of the Founder Institute, which is a world-class, proven, and continually improved curriculum that is taught everywhere around the world. The Founder Institute is right now in over 130 cities around the world, in more than 60 countries. So, and they run this every year in all of these places. So they continuously improve this curriculum so that they can create. I mean, the mission of the Founder Institute is create enduring and lasting companies around the world. So that's part of what we bring to the country in order to help them kind of in terms of best practices and kind of I mean the best methodologies to create companies from the best place from Silicon Valley is where the Founder Institute was founded. So.